Is AI actually making people stupider? The first test results actually just came in from MIT, and it's actually quite shocking. Now, let's go over it. So they did the first brain study of ChatGPT users. What they saw was, although it might be making people more productive, it's making them use less and less of their brain, which is preventing them from learning and understanding. So 83% of ChatGPT users couldn't even quote anything from their essays that they just wrote minutes earlier. This is the difference between using a search engine like Google or brain only. It's actually about the same. When you are going through Google, you're doing a lot of actual work. You're copying and pasting things. You're really trying to think through. You're mixing and matching your own ideas. But with something like ChatGPT, it's nearly all the ChatGPT because it all sounds good. And so the brain scans revealed that the damage to the neural connections collapsed from 79 to 42, which is almost a 50% reduction in brain activity, which is obviously really bad. We want to be activating our brain. What I think is really interesting, and I have a business, a marketing company, where we help a lot of large businesses do all of their organic media. I spend a lot of time on AI, and all the people I'm hiring, we're doing a lot of things with AI. But there's one thing in particular that you really have to be careful of. And it is blatantly clear when you see someone that is doing something completely AI generated, when they're reading off of a complete AI script, when they're posting something that sounds AI. This is the exact things that the teachers saw when they were going over these students' essays. So they didn't know which essays used AI, but they could feel something was wrong. They said it felt soulless or empty with regard to the context. Another problem is being too close to perfect language without giving the personal insights. Humans naturally do not speak perfectly 100% of the time. They do not use the most perfect grammar. No one does this. Everyone has a unique style of speaking. AI and ChatGPT, they have a style of speaking that is literally just 100% perfect. And the perfection is what prevents and makes it feel very soulless and what prevents it having that human touch. This is honestly the crazy part, is pretty concerning though. Researchers forced ChatGPT users to rewrite the essays without AI. They performed substantially worse than the people that never used AI at all. It's not just that people are becoming dependent upon it, they're not actually learning anything without it. ChatGPT may make people 60% faster at completing tasks, but it actually reduces the rate at which people are actually learning. So you are trading your long-term brain development and growth, and especially for young people before the ages of 25. That is when you are at your peak cognitive ability to be able to absorb information, to be able to learn new things, to change your ideas, to adapt new principles, to just absorb as much information as possible, and hopefully you try and learn. Because especially with AI, a lot of people aren't even trying to learn. They're just using AI to do everything for them, get their short-term job done. That is at the cost of them becoming substantially stupider over time, which at the end of the day is making people less capable of independent thinking. One of the most important parts of hiring someone or running a business or being successful over a long duration of time, because success is not just your work job. It's not just if your business does okay. It's also the relationships you have with people. It's how you communicate. For me, I get all of my clients in person. This weekend, I'm speaking at a conference. And so on my flight up to Miami, writing my presentation, the first entire draft of my presentation, I was thinking through the human side. I put it into AI, built the kind of the structure and the bones of it. I built the foundation of what the presentation was going to be on that I'm going to be giving. And then that just filled in the meat of it, allowing me to just focus on the higher leverage parts of the presentation. It makes it look pretty, but I'm doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And then I'm still going in and changing every single individual slide, because what I noticed was most of them sounded way too robotic. They sounded way too AI. That sounded too perfect, which is not me. I stutter. I mess up. I don't talk with perfect grammar. I needed to readjust it to where it fit my personality type more. Using AI as a handyman, kind of sharpen your skill sets, sharpen your understanding, increase your productivity. It is the best technology in human history. But if you rely on AI to think for you instead of help craft a knowledge base with you, it is going to completely fuck you over the long run. But that's how every single technology is. This is just the quickest, most rapid rate that we've seen in a long period of time of a new technology coming about. I'm sure that there were similar studies that were happening during the dot-com era. The internet was first coming out with the search engine. People were probably saying that you learn substantially less by reading off of a article online versus an actual book, and then that they would did similar studies from that. 1% are always going to adapt, and they're always going to be using this. I think the key is just to make sure that you're staying curious and care about understanding and not just having it done for you. If you care about your long-term mental cognitive ability, which I do, I don't just care about making more money. I want to make more money. I want to grow my business. business. I'm here at this event to get clients. I want to do exceptionally well. I don't want to just be a brick. I want to be able to have intelligent conversations. That's one of my favorite things in the entire world. When I'm at a dinner table with a bunch of very, very successful entrepreneurs and people that just want to crush it, that are very ambitious, that are doing awesome things, and that we get to explore different ideas. That is what I find fun. I don't have fun just being a brick, not understanding anything. I want to know more. But this study is a little bit alarming because I have noticed that I have spent some degree of time mindlessly letting AI do everything for me. And that was actually when the results for my business were getting substantially worse. Everybody, in my opinion, if you are not using AI, you are completely falling behind. You are completely screwed. If you are not trying to build AI agents and AI employees into your business, and you can train different AI models to be a specific task, which makes it substantially better. If you rely on AI to think for you, I don't know, maybe you'll be fine. You probably will be. It's just an interesting study.